this chapter. So I share the screen. And then so here there are key terminology: motivation, instincts, drive, reduction theory, needs, and primary drive, secondary drive, homeostasis, arousal theory, and Charles Darwin, Maslow's hierarchy of needs, self-actualization, laser hypothalamus, bulimia, anorexia, obesity. So all this terminology is very familiar with you, right?
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, I've heard of
yeah,
this.
yeah. And then like the people Charles Darwin and Abraham Maslow and Virginia Johnson, Alfred Kinsey, Karl Lanke, like these are all famous people about this topic. So I love this topic.
Yeah, me too. I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, okay. Let's look at overview. In my psychology class, I often ask students at the beginning of the course why they wanted to take psychology. So why? What is the purpose or motivation or something? One of the most common replies is because I want to figure out why people do what they do. Yeah, I agree. Are you agree with this reply?
Yeah, because I have a friend too who is a psychology major before, and this is her answer too.
Yeah, so actually, this is the I also take the psychology subject because I wanted to figure out why people do what they do. So it is almost the same answer. Yeah. So motivation theories address this question directly. So motivation is quite important for us to understand like people's purpose of taking something. Like motivations are feeling or ideas that causes us to act toward a goal. Some motivations are obvious and conscious, but some are more subtle. Sometimes it's really difficult to catch about the motivation. In this chapter, we will review the connections between physiology and motivation, general motivation theories, and specific example of motivation in hunger and sex. Actually, hunger and sex is really, really important for human. So we will review the psychological research and theories about emotion and stress that are closely related to motivation theory. So let's look at the first series of motivation. If you have pets, do you have pets?
I have three cats.
Ah, really? Not dogs.
And I have one outside. It's my grandma's dog.
Ah, okay. You know that different animals are born with instincts, which are automatic behaviors performed in response to specific stimuli. Your cat did not have to learn how to clean, how to clean. Oh, it's like, so it's not clear, so I stand up here. Let me see. It's not yet arrived. Let me see. Okay, let's see. So the cat, how to clean itself. It was born with these instincts. When Charles Darwin's theory of natural selection was published, many psychologists unsuccessfully tried to explain all human behaviors through instincts. Many histologists, researchers who study animal behavior in a natural environment, examine the role evolution plays in human thought and behavior. Evolution plays like they look for the evolutionary advantages of persistent human behaviors. While psychologists debate whether humans are born with any instincts, they agree that our behaviors is also motivated by other biological and psychological factors. And firstly, let's look tribe reduction theory. One early theory about how our physiology motivates us was tribe reduction theory. The theory that our behavior is motivated by biological needs. A need is one of our requirements for survival, such as food, water, and shelter. A tribe is our impulse to act in a way that satisfies these needs. If, for example, you wake up late and skip breakfast, your body has a need for food that is not satisfied. These needs create a drive, hunger, and this drive causes you to get a candy bar from the vending machines in order to safety satisfy the needs. Our body seeks homeostasis. Homeostasis, a balanced internal state. When we out of homeostasis, we have a need that creates a drive. Drive can be categorized in two ways: primary drive and secondary drive. Primary drives are biological needs, like thirst. Secondary drives are learned drive. For instance, we learn that resources like money can get us food and water to satisfy our primary drives. However, drive reduction theory cannot explain all our motivations. Sometimes we are motivated to perform behaviors that do not seem connected with any needs or drive. Primary or secondary. One of my cousins has always been motivated by speed and excitement. He made sure his first car was as fast as anyone else. He went into the Air Force for the opportunity to fly the fastest planes in the world. And he liked to race motorcycle in amateur races. These activities can be risky and seem to violate psychological explanations for motivation. Why does anyone go skydiving or ride a roller coaster? Where do these motivations come from? And the next theory, arousal theory. Some motivations that seem to violate biological theories of motivation can be explained by arousal theory, which says that we seek an optimum level of excitement or arousal. This arousal level can be measured by different physiological tests. Each of us have a different need for excitement or arousal. And we are motivated by activities that will help us achieve this level. People with high optimal levels of arousal might be drawn to high excitement behaviors, while the rest of us are satisfied with less exciting and less risky activities. In general, most of us perform best with an optimal level of arousal. Although this varies with different activities, we might perform well at an easy task with a very high level of arousal. But the same high level of arousal would prevent us from performing well on a difficult task. This concept is similar to social facilitation. This relationship is called Jacobson law, after the researchers who first investigated the concept in animals, described in Figure A. Another theory of motivation, which is similar in some ways to the arousal theory, is the opponent process theory of motivation. This theory is often used to explain addictive behaviors. The theory states that people are usually at the normal or baseline state. We might perform an act that moves us from the baseline state, such as smoking a cigarette. These acts may be initially pleasurable because nicotine is a stimulant and it makes us feel a good buzz. But the theory says that we eventually feel the opponent process, meaning motivation to return to our baseline, neutral state. Smokers may tire of the jittery feeling they get when smoking and try to reduce the number of cigarettes they smoke. But with physically addictive substances, we also experience withdrawal, and the discomfort of withdrawal states move us away from our neutral baseline. A smoker might feel uncomfortable without nicotine in her or his system. So this state creates a motivation to return to the baseline state of feeling all right, creating a desire to smoke more cigarettes to return to a state of feeling normal. So this is arousal, and let's look at this graph. Like arousal is like if it is too low or too high, the performance is very low usually. And arousal, if the arousal is like medium level, the performance is very good. So this is the Jakobson rule. So we are too nervous or we are too tardy, then we perform like not we do not perform well, but like enough like these things. It's very very more.